Hello, beautiful people. Today, we are getting clear on who really is creating and manifesting in our lives. Hey, this is Rebecca. We are remembering our greatness together. We are diving deep today in the topic of manifesting. We're going a little deeper to see who is really choosing and creating our reality. Because this is super important, guys, because times are changing. The times of The Secret, right? And how the law of attraction is actually working in the universe is starting to shift in a paradigm a bit. So it's super, super important that we get crystal clear on who really is creating and manifesting our day, our week, our year, our reality, our life. So let's dive in here. So when you are going about your day, our day is broken up into just micro choices that we don't even realize. And what if we got super, 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 super aware of those choices? Now, we've all heard the term autopilot, right? Just go about our day like we found something that kind of works for us. We go to the bathroom, we brush our teeth with the toothpaste we always use. We go to the kitchen, we get our cup of coffee, we reach for the knife to butter our toast. Like we kind of have our ritual and routine. Now, routines and rituals have their place, but sometimes they start to take away your choice. So I was listening to one of my favorites, Lori Ladd, today, and she was talking about really getting clear on when you're making choices in your day, are you following or are you actually leading? And this got super, super clear to me the other day. I mentioned this a few videos ago when I got up to make my 13-year-old breakfast. And I was in the middle of making it and I couldn't get him out of bed. And I started to get annoyed. So as soon as I realized that that annoyance was there, that this was the fourth time I was calling him, he wasn't getting out of bed, I realized that the choice I was making to make him breakfast was out of a past program or a past belief. It was out of obligation. It was out of responsibility. It wasn't out of the present moment flow state. I wasn't choosing it in the present moment. I was choosing it. I was following a past program or a past belief about myself or about what a role mom plays, right? And so after I made breakfast, I noticed that I was like agitated, and I noticed that this was a very common feeling that I've had through motherhood. And, I went downstairs and got on my meditation pillow and got very clear about these choices around the role of motherhood, the role of being a wife, the role of anything in our lives, right? So these roles have behind them the definitions, right? Like, and we want that in a workplace, right? Like, we're like, okay, like, this is my role in my job, and what's my job description? And job descriptions are the beliefs, thoughts, and things that are objectives that your role holds. And in a work situation, that's kind of a pretty good thing. It's good to have clarity of why you're in the role that you are. When it comes to just things in our lives like being a mother or being a daughter or being a father or being a neighbor or just being a person to person connection in the world, sometimes those autopilot things and those thoughts and beliefs can really muck us up, and they make us be followers in our life instead of leaders. And we start to realize that we're not choosing our lives anymore. We're not really manifesting and actualizing the life that we truly want to, and we truly feel called to. So with this shift in paradigm that's happening, so right now we're in the end of 2020, we're heading into 21. there's a shift happening. It's a subtle shift that we're going to start becoming aware of the subtler energies underneath the things like physical ideas that we want, okay, or feelings that we want. So in the past, we have manifested from, vision boards, from like, oh, I want this house, and I want this car, and I want this circle of friends, and oh, I would like to feel this way, and I'd like to have these emotions, and I'd like to do this. And now, what the law of attraction is asking of us with this new paradigm is to go underneath those emotions, right? We've used emotions to really activate thoughts and emotions to really activate the manifesting nature of the universe. Now we're going underneath all those, and what we're going to do is we're going to become the vibration. Okay, the rate of vibration is frequency. We're going to become the moving energy of the universe to manifest what we would like. So a really cool way of doing that is getting an image, something that really represents the frequency of a life that you feel called to. Okay, and so get the energy of your most lovely life. And then what I want you to do is sit with the vibration of it. Put yourself in it and sit with the frequency of it, like, and the energetic of it. It's beyond feeling. It's just a sense you have. It's a vibration. Then hold that vibration within you. That image that brought that vibration can go away now, but you can keep this vibration, this vibratory reality. And it's that vibratory reality that is key right now to be manifesting in these next few years. So hold on to that vibratory reality. And now, when you go about your day, when you brush your teeth, when you go out to get your morning drink, when you go out to make breakfast for your family, when you go out to do something for a neighbor, is it in alignment with that vibration that you're holding? And if it's not, choose something different. Choose something that feels in alignment. And this is subtle awareness, but it'll become more and more apparent the more you choose for this. Okay, we've been followers. We've ignored this inner vibration that's really asking us to flow with it. Our lives and our souls are asking us something, asking of us something. We keep ignoring it, keep numbing it out. Okay, until we get to, midlife or the end of our lives, and we're like, something doesn't feel right, right? A lot of us in midlife, we quit jobs, we go buy a sports car, right? That's the quintessential thing. We go sell all our things and go around the world, or whatever it is. We just feel like life isn't a match anymore. And it hasn't been for a long time. Yet you've grinned and bared it and numbed it out. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. That is, that's something that does happen. So, are you numbing out the sensations, or are you allowing them? Are you feeling them? Okay? Feeling them before the emotions come up. And so we're really stepping into a time in history where we can really tune into these more subtle things. But it requires you to make the choice for it. So when we go about any choice, any little choice in our lives, brushing our teeth, putting slippers on, taking a shower, just the mundane, simple things you can practice this with. So, are you being a follower of your own beliefs or even someone else's beliefs that you bought into? Or are you leading your life with the vibratory reality that lights you up the most. So, I love taking showers. I'm in Colorado. It is very dry. Um, and I got into, so there's a few things here. I also like taking cold showers once in a while. And so last week I was like, you know what? I am going to start taking cold showers. And there's this program you go on, and you go on for 30 days, and you take, you do 5-minute cold showers for 30 days, and it's supposed to reset everything. I was like, you know what? I think it's time for that. So I got in, and I took a cold shower, and I was like, I feel like I'm done. It wasn't 5 minutes. Maybe it was 2.5. And I was like, okay, I'm done. And then I did it for 2 more days, and I felt complete. I didn't have to go through the whole 30 days. Now, in the past, I've done that program, and I beat myself up, and I was like, I have to do 5 minutes, and I have to get it 30 days. And I created a lot of suffering for myself instead of just tuning in and being like, okay, is this still serving? Am I still making the choice for it, or am I following someone else's program? Now, in that case, it actually really was a program. 30 days of 5-minute cold showers. That's a program that someone has said that has brought wellness to them. For me, I was just like, my body wants cold showers. My body wants a cold shower right now. And I felt into it, and I did 3 days of it, and it felt done. And this morning, I woke up and I was like, ooh, I want a shower. And I really love my showers because, I do all the important cleaning things, but I really tune in to singing, and I start tuning myself to kind of like my highest self, and I start singing in the shower, and it's just lovely. But if I said every day I take the shower, that's my ritual, then I'm following instead of leading in my day, instead of truly choosing. So hope that's clear. So get into that choosing mode every day and really start letting go of autopilot. Even brushing your teeth. Is it a good time to brush my teeth? Do I want to brush it with water or toothpaste or baking powder or baking soda? I don't know which one you do, but baking soda or baking powder. Let me know in the comments. Do you brush your teeth with baking soda or baking powder? All right. So, every little mundane thing, the time you go to bed, like what time does your body want to go to bed? For a while, I was going to bed at 1 o'clock, and now my body's like 9, 10 o'clock. So it just keep choosing your life, even in the mundane. And if you practice choice, even with the mundane, and not follow, you're going to notice that you get clearer with listening to this vibratory reality of what your soul or what your highest self really is asking for. And from there, what lines up to manifest, to match that frequency, that vibratory reality. Because there's going to be a physical match in front of you. And that's really exciting, I think. So when we're talking about manifesting, law of attraction, um, you know, at first we think, oh yeah, I want the big house, I want the car, I want the, I want the. And then you start to transition into, what would be for my highest good? Right? And then you start to transition, what would be for the highest good? Right? We start to progress out of the my, me, and we could go into what would be the highest good. And the law of attraction is that, when we start to really tune into the energies that be, we're all part of it. We're all one. Think about the aspens that grow here in Colorado. They are the biggest living organism because one tree, they're attached underneath. So when you have a huge grove of aspens, they are connected by their root systems, and they're one. And so just like all of us, we're connected by our energetic root systems. We are one. What one of us does affects the other into the energetic roots. So as we grow in our manifesting and actualizing capabilities, just know that whatever you're choosing for is affecting the whole. And when we get that, we're like, wow, maybe I'd want to do things differently. Maybe just Like maybe just getting a car isn't, gonna serve on the highest. Although it could, because your joy is super potent to the collective. So putting joy into the collective reality, that's some good stuff. That's some good energy. That's some good vibration. So, as we grow in the law of attraction, we start to see the wholeness and how we affect the whole. And we start becoming less me oriented and more whole oriented. And that's what we're starting to see with this new paradigm. And that's what the vibratory reality and tuning into that and choosing for that every day comes in. This is a top tip for manifesting toward the future here. It's a great tip in getting more subtle, and getting a very much more clear, not just from the I want to see this life. I want to be a jet setter. I want to have this and that. I want a vacation every day. Um, that's good too. Lots of joy there, but also pull it in. Is that really what's in alignment? And so another example, and then we'll wrap this up, is that um, my belief as when I was younger was just like, oh, I should want to travel. I'm young. I'm having a free life. What's a good life? And I started to add those all up by looking about other people's stories. And then I would I would choose for them and I would do them. And I'd be miserable. It wasn't for me. I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening here. I was a powerful manifester in a lot of ways in places that I've traveled and things that I kept choosing. But it wasn't light. I wasn't super happy. And I noticed what makes me happy is very different than most of the population, This office, sitting in this office in meditation for a long time, singing, just taking walks with my dog on just around the neighborhood to the lake. I mean, it's simplicity. It makes me very, very content and joyful and at peace. And it's really that vibratory reality here doesn't need a big to do out here. It's very satisfied and very nurtured and rich by just very simple life. And I feel grateful for that, but it took a long time for me to really accept that about myself because it was very different than what I was seeing other people. So, put your blinders on. You may be in a family or a town who are very simple and like the simplicity, and you really want to go have a broader life. And you're feeling like, oh, I'm different. And you keep trying to fit into the simplicity. So it could be flipped the other way. Be true to you and that vibratory reality of what. Choose from here. Listen. Keep choosing. Stop following what everyone else is doing or the thoughts, beliefs, patterning that we've kind of bought into. Gosh, and when I've stopped doing that, the ease and the joy and the utter peace within just really amped up. So we're coming into a time where the word sovereignty is really up. Okay, I'm seeing the word sovereignty a lot. And what does sovereignty mean? It means that we are sovereign one with ourselves. We are empowered. We do not need other inputs, right? It could also mean you have this sovereign connection to your higher self. You do not need all the different aspects or entities or energies to feed you. You have this sovereign connection to your source creator self that is you, as you, by you. So, but as a sovereign being, you can let go of all that programming. You can let go of other energies and entities and beliefs and patterning and come right here, right now. Sovereign, present in this moment with the vibratory reality that you would like to create with. Okay, so vision boards are fun, but if you're going to use your time to manifest, I would recommend tuning in to the vibratory reality that the vision board is representing, rather than keep looking at the objects on the vision board. So if you have any questions about that, let me know in the comments. Okay, beautiful people. So give this a try. Choose for everything in your life. And are you following or are you leading? And are you choosing from that vibratory reality that your soul is most deeply longing for and evolving to? And we're choosing not for us as much anymore as for the whole. All right, so those are the points I wanted to make today. Thank you so much for tuning into this. And thank you so much for joining this tribe. And if you'd like to see more videos on topics like this, I also do light language and positive music and mentoring. So be sure to subscribe, like, and click that bell. Namaste.